Well, I don't even know where to start with that one. I think that I'll just say it was a great football game. Both teams fought, uh, lots of plays made, key stops from different times, and then. But I'm just talking about our team. I'm so proud of them. We had a we I didn't think we were. I thought we were tight at the beginning of the game, and didn't it felt so good all week, and it didn't feel very good at the beginning. And but after Oregon took the lead on us, I thought that we kind of settled down and started playing, and then it was a football game both ways. Lots of different things that happened in that game that influenced the end, but I think it was just a great game. That's
What were all of Tommy's ailments he was dealing with? Was it cramping or was it more than that? And what can you say about him just coming back on that final drive the way he did?
Yeah, he made some big time plays, played really good clutch football in there, and most of it I think was cramping. Yeah, we had a lot of that, as you could see.
How much personal satisfaction? You kind of kept everybody at bay with your personal feelings on Oregon, but now that you've beaten them, I guess kind of what's your personal thoughts about the accomplishment?
Well, Eric, I think that it's about this team in particular. I came to Nebraska, and so I'm coaching this team, and whatever that history is, I've always loved that history. I've been involved with Oregon since my dad coached against them in the '60s. So this game is about this Husker team. What it means to us right this moment is a lot. I think it's a lot to get 3-0 going into the Big Ten. I think it's a really, really good deal. So this team, what they're doing. We've still got our warts. We got a lot of work to do, but boy, I love the fight and just the fact that we kept our poise so well to come back and make the plays to win.
Your thoughts on Caleb Whitehorn today?
Pardon?
Your thoughts on Caleb Whitehorn today?
Yeah, I thought Caleb really, he just got better as the game went on, and that I think everybody got a glimpse of the ability of Caleb today.
A shot in the arm was the Pearson-L punt return after the fumble sequence.
Yeah.
And
Well, I thought that was almost like a 14-point swing around in there, and then we needed something. We needed either a drive or I didn't know it was going to come from a punt return, but we needed something, and it ended up being that punt return. That was so big to get that right before the half.
The hugs that you got after the game indicates it meant a lot to your staff, and most of those
Yeah.
guys came with you.
Yeah.
Here, they're part of it.
Yeah.
How important was this to them, and their reaction to you indicates that this was pretty significant.
Yeah, I think it stems really from a long history with Oregon. There's no doubt about it, and I don't want to talk about this, like I said, too much. But that is not only we had some frustration with it because we didn't win enough of them, but we also are excited to win and coach against that group because they've done a good job. They've done a good job. So I think we beat a good team that is well coached and has been for a while, and that's the bottom line for this right now Nebraska team. Really good win. Showed a lot of good stuff today.
When Rose Ivy makes that play and he wraps up Fruit Cup, and you know it's over.
Yeah.
That moment, what's going through?
Oh, I was just tremendously excited for everybody in this state, and I think everybody in the state must have been in the stadium. It felt like it today. It was beautiful. What a great picture of college football today. That stadium and both teams playing like that, that had to be just a remarkable scene for people that could sit home and enjoy it.
Could you just comment overall on the turnaround in the kicking game for Nebraska and the fact that Oregon tried no kicks after a touchdown?
Well, I think that's kind of Oregon's MO, right? I mean, that's what they do. That is not anything new to what they do after touchdowns. So we weren't. They succeeded on. I can't even remember now, one or two at least of the 2-pointers. But that's what they've done historically, and and so they force you to keep having to defend, and that's kind of their identity.
What made you happiest today on the way your team played? Like, what aspect of the game would you say that was what you?
Well, I think the thing that has meant the most to me just in this brief moment after the game is how we just stayed in it. and had enough about us to win the game. As many of you know that sat right in this room last year, we had too many of these that went the wrong way a year ago. So to play tough and a lot of poise and make the plays to win at the end was really good for this group of guys.
What did you want to see different after halftime? Because in the third quarter you came out strong, running the ball on them.
Yeah.
Was there something in particular you wanted to emphasize coming out of the locker room?
Well, we always wanted to run the ball, and our guys really came out in a flurry. And then, boy, we went to sleep for a little bit, and they woke up. And that's kind of the ebb and flow of a football game. And a lot of times, a lot of things are dictated in a tight game by what happens on first down. And we followed up those two nice drives with a real bad series with a bad first down, and so that kind of put us on kind of a negative point for a little bit there, and that's the point we had to rally from to win.
On 4th and 8, you could have punted. You had 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
Why didn't you punt? Why did you go for it? What was that play where Tommy hit it, Jordan?
Well, boy, I ended up with a lot of time to think about it. There was an injury out there, I think. Is that right? Yeah. And so I ended up going for it, punting, and going for it. And why was I did not want to give the team a shot to win the game right then. I didn't want them. They're a good offensive team, and we had done pretty well defensively, but they had moments where it didn't look like we could stop them. We couldn't afford that. We could not afford for me to wait there and see what might happen. I thought we'd just go ahead and go get it. And
play itself. What was it?
Well, it's just off of what you would call all verticals out of a 3-by-1 formation, but there are some adjustments to it, and Westerkamp made a great adjustment. Tommy saw it and made a great throw, and that was just really good football, really clutch football.
In the past, it's kind of seemed like, fall camp, you guys didn't quite have as much trust in Tommy. Is it safe to say that you guys completely trust kind of his decision-making now that you've kind of led that team back?
I would never say that we had that feeling at all. It's our job to coach guys and to build them up, and if there's something that needs to work on, then we work on it. But I don't think we we certainly never have that kind of discussion as a staff. So our job is, Tommy's our first-string quarterback. Let's coach him, put him in the best position to win games, and that's what we're supposed to do.
Just how gaudy a performance was it by the time you did that?
Well, I think that kind of speaks for itself. It was a really, really well-played, hard-fought football game. Lots of different things happened in the game, and it went back and forth. Lots of different momentum where it looked like one team was going to take over, but nobody ever did until the clock ran out. And so the quarterback is at the center of a lot of that. And, of course, he made plays throwing the ball, running, and making some good reads, handing the ball off. So played a heck of a football game. And, that's a lot of times players end up being defined by those moments where you have to drive the team down and win the game. That's a pretty good sign for him.
Coach, prior to the winning touchdown drive and the defense coming out on the field and stopping it, do you recall anything that anybody said on the sideline that would have been inspirational enough to push that team through that door?
I don't remember anything like that particularly said. I do remember us talking continually about we will need one more stop, or we will need one more drive, and if we get this drive, we'll need one more stop. And it was just talk like that. That's how that thing, if we had a vision for how it was going to play out when we were behind, that's what was going to have to happen. So that's really the focus of that, and then what's being called, and I thought we made some great, they started off that drive pretty well, and then we made some great plays to get them out on 4 downs.
Is that an effort to keep the focus of the team straight ahead, what you need to do right now?
I think that's always important, to paint that picture of what has to happen, if we're going to win the game. Because at some point when you're looking at the clock, this hour is coming in here where it's going to be decided by how we do in this next couple of drives. And this is what's going to have to happen for us to win the game. I thought their response is awesome.
Talk about the the momentum heading into the Big Ten Conference? You're undefeated 3-0. How do you see this team?
Well, I think it was a really good win for this team as far as confidence and momentum. I think that a lot of the team's identity will be sort of defined by how we respond, whether it's respond to a loss or respond to a win. I think this team will respond well to winning this game, but that will be big. And at this stage of the season, it is still continually all about growth. It is really, really important that we take this game starting tomorrow. We'll enjoy it tonight, start tomorrow, dissecting it, and start building. Because obviously we're not perfect. We played a good team and did what we had to do to win, but we've got plenty of work to do. And as the games go on, if you continue to win, they get bigger and tougher. And so this game will be really, really good for our team. We played a team with a lot of speed, and they have a lot of character because they have won for a long time. They're not, that's been a long time that they haven't had really, really good teams. So they were going to fight, and they knew how to do it. And that's why when people ask me about Oregon coming and playing in our crowd and how that, I think our crowd can affect games and is really, really great. But I knew Oregon would handle it. They've been in a long time like that.